Hello folks, Simulation for the Nation here, and today we are looking into the most eagerly awaited map or even mod so far for Farming Simulator 22. CALMSDEN FARM has arrived, and it has arrived in style. So this is a real life location there. You can even see the PDA is a Google Map PDA as well. Which looks fantastic there. The integration with the in-game management is fantastic there. I really do like that. Oxy has included custom lighting onto here with deeper blue skies and darker nights. More animations such as birds flying across the map and more pedestrians you'll see as we venture down to our street here. There'll be a little guy walking around there somewhere, and lots more animations and interactions throughout the map. There are custom textures as well, which really take advantage of the parallax occlusion mapping. Look at this brick wall, for example. Really gives you a feel that it's actually there. It's a bit more chunky. There's our neighbor walking with a mission. So Oxy has also been able to build over 50 HD models for this map for his own, by himself really. Which is incredible. Really gives that authenticity that you want to see. You'll see a lot of different visual aids as well. So when you're in summer, for example, like we are now, you'll see lots of different decorations around the map here that perhaps wouldn't be here during the other months as well. Lawnmowers being out in the garden, for example, like that one there. When we go into the winter, they will no longer be there. When you do get into the winter months, there you're going to see a little bit more ice around the place as well, which is really cool. The map does have some of the base game features in there integrated, such as collectibles as well. You have British license plates on here, easy for me to see. Lots of new custom textures, including the grass, and also a lot of different custom sounds. So that all sounds rather cool, and it does really add to a wonderful experience. What we're going to do, we'll have a look at some of the farms though, shall we? We're going to walk through this farm field. There are two major farms. There's an arable farm and a dairy farm, really. This is the dairy farm we're looking into here. We're coming in through the back of it. Now, the detail that Oxy usually brings to his maps has not been left out. It is looking fantastic. New custom gates as well, which I've been longing to see in 22 because I like the placeable system in FS22 there, but I feel like some of the decorations aren't the best. So really love to see that. I'm very fond of the little ravine in the middle there and the views you get across that. I think that looks great, but the little bits of text or the little details like the junk piled up against the side here, it all just looks brilliant. It really, really does. So hopefully this is going to feel like one of the most immersive maps that we've seen in a long, long time. A few bits of equipment here for you to start with as well. You get yourself a JCB telehandler there, a trailer, you got a John Deere to boot. Anything else into here? No, I am looking at this on start from scratch, so it gives you a fair idea as to what you're looking at. I love these old rustic sheds and the kind of overgrown ground around here. I really do like that an awful lot. Plenty to work into as well. Plenty of different fields. We are on start from scratch, as I say. You do start with selection. Get a nice few bits and pieces there in different sizes, which is always what you want to see. And you can see where the two machinery yards are as well. You can see where the other farm is. We're going to go and take a look at that in just a second. As we come on into your map, though, this gives you a real size or feeling of how big the map is. To be honest, it's smaller than I thought. Some largest fields in there, some small grass fields. As you kind of grow and expand into this, I feel like you might want to put 1 or 2 fields into grass just to give you a few more options. As you can see, though, there's a lot of very small little grass pastures, which no doubt look really good and have a lot of detail there. But if you really want to get a large number of cattle, you're going to need a bit more. But that's just something you can work on in your own time. Anyway, we're going to take a tractor, I think, and we're going to go for a bit of a drive around the map here. So we'll jump on into this John Deere and see what's going on. Okay then, so let's go. First thing we'll do is we're going to go and have a look at the other farmyard, which is, like I say, more of the arable farm there. Larger grain storage bins, a little bit more storage space. What I do love is the small road. The new texture on the road as well should not be overlooked. I think that looks very, very good. Now to our right along there, if you go all the way up that road, is where our machine or our store is really. We're not going to go there just yet. We will go and swing by and have a look at it. I don't want to cover every square inch of this because I think part of the fun of a new map is that you guys get to go and explore it as well. But it sure does add an awful lot. We will just pop around the corner through the village here. Nice little triangle as well. And away we go. And as you can see, some large sheds here. Plenty of storage space and opportunities. We're just going to swing the tractor into here and have a quick look at some of these. I find that these ones have a lovely balance of old and new with them, which I really do like there. This is a little entrance into the other shed there, which I really do like. You got your big grain storage spaces here with even a tipping point there for the dryer. And this one will give you a little access point through. I love the rusty corrugated doors there. That's pretty cool. Big old workshop in there. And over we go. You got your big lizard tanks there as well. They do look similar to some other Yara tanks there, but they've probably been changed to lizard just so you can actually get them into the game save. Okay, but yeah, a bit more equipment here. This gives you an idea of some of the equipment you've got as a starter. Lovely looking class selection. We've got a sprayer there, plenty of tractors as well. And look at that view of the fields there. Doesn't that just look great? This is a really nice little yard, actually. I do like this one an awful lot. Plenty of rubbish around the side again. You know, I just like the way it's all been stored and stacked neatly there. It looks like it's been put there with a purpose, which I do like an awful lot. And then, what's in here? Oh, bam! Look at all that. That'll keep you going. Love it. That's awesome stuff. That's really, really good. Now, a couple of things that I have found out. I had a live stream on here earlier on. We're having to play around. If you come to sell your equipment, if you're doing a let's play, or if you're just having a game save on that and you're running short of money at the moment, when you go into the construction page and you want to remove some items, click onto here. This is the only item available to sell on the map, and it's worth £437,000, and that's for the fuel tank. It's an awful lot of money. If you hover over the rest of these bits and pieces there, you can't sell all of these, and so it's just the fuel tank that you can sell, and it's worth an awful lot of money there. Absolutely insane. I don't know if that was intentional or if that was an oversight, but that is there for you if you need it. Crop textures on here are a little bit thicker due to my increased game settings there than they will be on the default, but it still looks fantastic. It really, really does. And again, the new shed textures that we have on here with the you know, like the dirty, worn down edges, I think that looks very, very nice indeed. Beautiful looking yard though, absolutely fantastic, I must say. Really, really good. And so onwards we go. We're gonna go and pick up our tractor once again, and we're gonna go and have a look around. Perhaps one of my favorite features of this map so far, and it's not to do with any of the buildings, as good as they are. We're going to go for a little bit of a drive along some of these smaller tracks. As you look at the map here, you'll see all the roads in white, and they're all pretty cool, but some of them are a little bit better than others. As we jump out, we'll just open this gate. You can see there's a large network of gravel tracks through this, and you know, it just adds to the feeling, I find. Go over this bump first. Love that. So as you see, as we bring up the map here, we're along what looks like just a gravel road there, which is great, but the way some of them weave and work their way through different fields is fantastic. I particularly like the road that goes between field 8 and 6 and up to 10 and 12 and 33 along that way. That's really good fun to drive along. But yeah, it's just a really nice way of linking everything together. What we're going to do is take the road that goes around here and into here as well. Now it does kind of split at this point. You can go two ways. We're just going to go around this way, I think. Let's see what's happening over here. Straight into a field there, and over we go. Obviously these are all very important so you can link all your roads together, but it does just give you, just the aesthetic of it as well as you're driving along is very, very impressive for me. Very, very much feels like large areas of land back home that I would once have farmed. And it's just a very nice entry point into your woods, for example, there, so you can get on with your forestry if that is your thing. And I think it's just really cool. Now, if we go this way, there's a small little unit up here. I believe this could be your chickens. Potentially. Let's have a look-see. Oh, no, it's the little garden centre. Oh, that's a nice little bridge. Nearly tipped it over the edge there. Interesting. That's cool. I like that an awful lot. So we'll follow this road all the way back down here, skirting down the side, and we'll cut back through the little wooden track there around those small grass pastures as well. Like I said, there's some very large fields on here. You can really play this map to any style. If you like the larger equipment, then you've got some, you know, the likes of field 18, 17, 18, 19, and the 30. You know, plenty big enough for you to go out there and explore and just to have a little bit of fun with. But if you want to go a little bit smaller, then the ground that we're about to come past on here is truly for you. Doesn't that just look incredible? Oxy really has done a great job of capturing the atmosphere of the map for the location. I really do think it looks one of a kind. A lot of really good assets built specifically for CALMSDEN as well there, such as some of the gates and the fencing and the roads and the walls really do lend themselves to making this feel even more immersive than it perhaps did. Now you can see, as I was mentioning, there's a lot of small pastures, like so that one there. It's going to be a lot of smaller equipment required to get this finished. That one as well behind that house there. Very nice house there. Good lord. Yeah, very, very interesting indeed. Now, where are we here? That road we could go down to. That takes you down to another sell point. We're not going to go down to there right now. What we will do though is have a jump over. But check out that road. Doesn't that look cool? I love it. Very small little fields there that will take some time, but I love it. That road goes, I guess, just into the back of the house there. And just like that, we are back. So it's very easy to get through this entire map there, really. Really doesn't take too much time to travel along through it. There's a lot of exploration that you can do here. Some beautiful areas to go and check into. We're not going to do that though, because I want to leave a little bit to the mind's eye for you to explore. What we will do is we jump out here though. Let's have a quick look to see. We do have contracts enabled on here as well, and you'll be able to see many coming through. I've never seen that one come through with a big M before. Field 22. Where is that? That's an interesting one. Really, really cool. It's not a bigger field either, but an interesting array of equipment there. As we look at the land as well, you'll have the opportunity here to purchase as much land as you can afford to, depending on how you're playing. Obviously, all these small little fields here are great starting points. Not too expensive, but easily and readily available and close to the farm as well. You do have some larger fields and some very expensive fields. 30 is one of those at just over $1 million, and 13 at 1.3 million. So you're going to be doing some large scale farming to afford those. Curiously, at the moment, Field 23 doesn't cost you anything. I would imagine that will be changed when we do have an update coming through there. But for right now, it's all go, go, go for that field. But yeah, otherwise, they're all ready to go. You do start with an ample number of fields with a nice variety there. So 2, 3, 4, 6, 15, 4, 31. So you get plenty of these 3 grass fields and some arable fields in there as well. So that is all looking very, very good. So before we go and check out some of the sell points around the area, let's have a look at the last little yard here, really. I mentioned those 2 big yards there are. This is kind of like a little hideaway yard here more than anything else. This is where the pigs and chickens are at. And there's also, just over there, a giant swimming pool. Where was it? In there? I see it there. There you are. I'll have a refreshing dip. Lovely little place around here. There's lots of collectibles here as well. 1, 2, 3. So you can really, 4. Wonderful stuff. And then your little allotments there as well. But this is what we're coming over here to check out. You've got your horses. And it looks like you have your, where are your chickens as well? That's a nice small yard. If you're looking to do a true start from scratch, that's your start from scratch there. If you can clear out all that rubbish, maybe take it into GE if you know how to clear all that out, and that is where you're starting from. I think that will be great. Lovely little horse paddock there and your stables to go with it. This here is our sheep pasture as well, and then just over this little stone wall we're going to go into the pigs. So you've got all of your livestock options here that you would ever want and need, spaced out nicely as well across the yard there, or across the map, and really kind of satelliting around or orbiting around the village there as well, which I quite like. So they're all, you know, relatively close to each other, but far enough away that they're not all condensed onto one yard, which I think is really cool. But I really do like this. I like the fact you can just see people walking along the path there as well. I think that's really, really cool. Right now though, we've checked out all the animals and all the main yards. I think we'll go and have a look at some of the sell points across CALMSDEN. We have a bit of a jump up to some of our sell points here. Show you what they look like. Again, a lot of these have been redesigned for the map there. They're not just placed in from the Giants assets, so it makes it feel that little bit more true to form. Looks like you got a nice little cafe there as well as part of your garden center. And then a sawmill down at the bottom of this one. We'll cut across the main store now as well, which has actually a rather cool looking, I guess, like a recycling unit or recycling area next to it here, so you can come and tip off all of your recyclables. This is the main store, plenty of space to line everything up should you need to. And around the back end, more sellable options here, so you can bring through anything to sell here by the looks of things. As we have a look. Yeah, you got a bale sell point there, and then you got 2 further storage points around the corner. So again, plenty of different options there. Always nice to have a few people walking around on random splines. You know, it does make it quite interesting to see what they're doing, where they're going. You can hear lots of birds. Can't see any in the sky though. Yeah, detail like this fence around here, and just the extra detail put into areas that you're only into for a short period of time, such as the store, for example, is really, really cool. We have a huge area down here that we're going to take a look into right now. There is a placeable area here. This is your BGA, and bordered onto your BGA is another sell point here as well. This is your lime or your debris crushers. That's where you can sell and buy lime from. You've got plenty of other sell points here, and fans of building your own farm perhaps there, if you're on a large study series, this is the area for you. This field here, which looks like it's all overgrown and abandoned, is a placeable yard. It's huge. This field, as we bring it up here, it's not a field, doesn't have field definitions. It's a giant placeable area, and you can buy it to create anything you want to here. Look at the size of it for a starting point. It's not cheap. It's 830 grand there, but you can put anything you want to in here. You can make your own productions town in here if you really wanted to. And I love that. I love that that's been included there. It's not like an afterthought. It's clearly a large area that's been built into this map. So I think that is really, really good. We're going to have a look at this final sell point, and then that will be where we will leave it. Down here, we have got a few different opportunities here to sell various different things. We have got your dairy, and you're going to be able to sell your wool here as well. So really be able to get everything. Oh, it looks like a manure buy sell point as well. That's awesome to have. Love to see those. Open sesame. There you go. And through we are here into another farmer's market. So right next to actually what looks like a very, very cool little animal mart. Livestock mart. Looks great. Perfect. And there you have it, folks. CALMSDEN Farm is here. It's the game changer. It's the map that 90% of you who watch my content, a lot of the British market, have been desperately looking for. A lot of you have been reluctantly waiting to play FS22 because you just didn't feel like the right map was here, but it seems like for you guys it has landed. So CALMSDEN Farm is now available on the mod hub to download across all platforms. It is crossplay compatible as well, so you will be able to make your crossplay servers to fit that. Something that we may well be doing. We're currently on no man's land at the moment there. We may well make that transition at one point or another. Let's see how we get on. For now though, do go out and enjoy. There will be another video coming from me soon where we're going to be setting up our challenge. We're doing the Clarkson's Farm challenge here on CALMSDEN Farm. So we've already started in the live stream there. It's going great guns. Hope you do come and join us along for the ride for that one. Until next time though, do stay safe. Enjoy what you're doing as always. I've been Simulation for the Nation. If you have and you've yet to do so, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. And we'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later.